What's up YouTube? It's NG, the Neon X, and I'm back. Today I'm into Surface Duo and the Android 11 update. I've been playing with it for about a week now. I think I got my update last week this time, seeing the change that they've done, how it affects what I do on the phone, and things along those lines. Now, I read on Reddit that someone was saying that the developer option to use your phone as a quasi PC was working better with the Android 11 update. Now that's something I really enjoyed on my LG line of phones, but with the developer option to use your phone as a PC, Google actually has built in the ability to use multiple windows like a Chromebook or a PC or Mac on the device when it's hooked up to a larger display. So today we're going to take a look at that, see how well it works with Android 11, see if it is any kind of competition for the current King Dex, and yeah, see if it's functional for everyday use for a casual or more professional user. Let's get into it.
Now everybody scream enough respect to the X. Enough respect given.
Alright, so to set up your device to work as a PC-like experience on an external display, there's a few things you need. There's a few things you need to do on the device itself. Here I have my wireless mouse. When you're working on a large screen, touch is probably not an option with most devices, so you get your mouse. I have my Bluetooth keyboard so I can do my inputs, and I have my Microsoft display adapter. This thing has come in so handy in so many situations. This here was an invaluable purchase. Really great piece of tech to have. Now on the phone side of things, you need to go into your settings, which I already have up. You go into the system and then the developer options, and you just need to enable where is it? It's in here. Wait. There we go. Force desktop mode, enable freeform windows. Once those are on, you're pretty much good to go. Now, if you don't have your developer options already turned on, you simply go back into the settings, and then you go into, if I remember correctly, and you go into About Phone. See right here, you go into About, and you scroll down to Build Number, and you press this. Now, you press this a bunch of times. As you can see, no need, you are already a developer, so I don't need to. But if you haven't done it yet, that's how you do it. You keep pressing that until it opens up your developer options. Then you go there, and you see right there, developer options. Right, now with all of that done, you just swipe over here, you go into screencast, and it's going to try to find your device. Now, 1 second while I hook up my Microsoft display adapter. Now there you see it, the Microsoft display adapter is connected to the screen. Now on my phone, I need to go into the settings, and if all's well, it's going to find the Microsoft display adapter. Let's do that. Oh, and you might need to, right here, enable wireless display. Now there's the display adapter right there. I press that, and as you can see on the screen, it is connecting to Android E299. Why that's the name, I don't know. And boom, we now have access to the built-in Google PC experience. Now this is running directly off of the phone. I have my keyboard here so I can input, and my mouse here, as you saw, so I can scroll. Now, what I found with this, and like I said, this is completely a beta, if even a beta. It's something that they don't really work on. Other companies like LG did delve into this a little bit to give you a much better experience. But with the Duo, it does work. You're able to scroll through your phone. You can see your different pages. But as you can see, this here, the bar of the apps that normally lie on the bottom of the phone is just in the way. And you can't get rid of it. Just like on the phone, when you're on your home page, this bar here stays with you at all times. And when you're using the developer, or when you're using the wireless display to use it as a PC experience, it's really bothersome. But you can scroll through your pages. As you can see, it's nice seeing everything nice on and large on my TV screen here. And you're able to pretty much do anything you want. Things work just fine. And as I previously said, you are able to open things in various windows. So let's go into, for example, you know what? One of my favorite apps, OneNote. Boom. A window. No, you're not getting in there so easily. That's my password protected stuff. Let's go into, let's move this out of the way. You see how you're able to grab stuff and move it around? So it does work in that capacity. Let's open up Google. Now we have two windows open. Move them around as you see fit, and it works out pretty well. You can't really be mad at that. Now with the Duo, 2 would be the maximum amount of apps you can open at once. But being that this is the PC or the Chromecast or the Chromebook experience via the phone, you're able to open that much more. Let's open the Play Store. Just pause. Why not? Now I have yet another window open. We can open anything we want. You know what? I didn't even try HBO Max. Boom. Now how this will, well, and it works. You're good to go. Oh, please note, if you look in the background, I'm using the scroll wheel, and it's moving the back of the app, not getting rid of what is in front. It's probably because it's not used to being open in this little window. But you are able to drag it out and manipulate the size of the screen or of the window that you're in, so you have a better viewing experience. Now here I can close this out, and I can scroll through the app. South Park is hilarious, as is Peacemaker. You guys should be watching these shows. But here is the Surface Duo, allowing you to run multiple applications at once on an external display. Okay, so let's close down these windows real quick, and I will show you one of the flaws of this wireless application here. Note, when I went to the search bar, the virtual keyboard popped up. Well, in some cases, once I begin to actually type out something, the virtual keyboard is supposed to go away. It did not. Now, I've gone through the different keyboards that I have to see if it was just the Swift key that does that, Now what I found, no matter what keyboard I go into for the most part, there you see the Gboard boom, because that's what I use when I want to write on my Duo. The voice, same thing. You just get the voice application. But this one here, Hacker's Keyboard. Well, the last time I tried it, Hacker's Keyboard didn't even pop up. So that's a plus. This time it did. But yeah, the virtual keyboards pop up even though I do not have it toggled on, as you can see. So that's something that would have to be worked on if they were actually working on this, which, you know, aside from LG, nobody has. Well, I won't say nobody. I think OnePlus, they also have a version of this. Now, the other thing that I found here is there's no way that I can determine to get into my apps. If I already have apps like along the bar, it's fine. If I have apps, did it crash? It might have crashed. No, it didn't crash. What did it crash? What? It might have crashed, but it's not allowing me to scroll. Yep, it crashed. Now, like I was saying, I can't find any way to bring up the app drawer. It should be pulled from here and swipe up to bring it up. But all it does is move from screen to screen. Nothing I do seems to be able to pull up this app drawer. And I'm not one who has the apps displayed all over my device. I like to have my widgets and all of that. And even with that, because of the bar here, it cuts off the view of the widgets. So it's not particularly useful in that aspect. If you do want to go into your apps, the only thing I found one could do is go into the search, and yes, you have to drag yourself all the way to the top. What just happened here? Wait. Well, I'll fix it later. You have to drag yourself all the way up to the top and search here for your app. You will bring it up and you will be able to get into whatever app you want, but it's very bothersome to not be able to just go into your app drawer, find what you're looking for, and go. Now, down here where I have my app peers, it's kind of funny how it works. Let's say we go into this right here. Let's go into news. All it does is open the two apps, not side by side, not span, just in two separate windows. It just opens the apps, and you can still move them around. You can manipulate them how you see fit. You can drag them out, bigger or smaller, whatever the case it might be. Grab the top, grab the bottom. If I can grab the top so you guys can see it. So yeah, that's all it does. Now, is this bad? By no means. I just found it kind of funny myself. Now, you see with the app peers, the names of them are all kind of crushed behind the app themselves, because nothing here is properly set display wise. Whatever screen aspect ratio this is, the wireless PC functionality doesn't really adjust to it. But yeah, it does work. anything you might want to go into, you do have access to it. As you can see, you can manipulate your widgets and everything else. Be able to watch stuff and just go into, actually not even, you can go into Word. I got an email. And you can scroll through your applications. You can start to write things down. Sure, well, why not? And here, as you see, and this is actually a surprise to me, when I went into full screen mode, it actually just went into the dual screen mode of the Duo. Very interesting. So it's a nice large size on this side here. You see, I'm gonna use my mouse here. I don't want to mess with this too much. This is the book I'm currently working on. But that was interesting because with the other apps that I use, when it spanned the full screen, it just spanned the full screen. Let's see this. Yeah, boom, you know, there goes Cable. Here goes Chrome. Looking very beautiful on the large screen. Let's go into something like I can get it to scroll. Do we freeze again? No? I didn't think so. This is one of my favorite app here, right here. So if I was to go into Stadia, I can't really grab and pull. I need to use the mouse to move it down. But there it is, full screen, and you could play if you wanted to. I don't have a control hooked up right now. Maybe I should have. I didn't really plan on going into any gaming functions. But right here, you see, it's actually pretty neat. And the fact, just cause, the fact that I could probably turn on this game here and have a conversation going anywhere else. This here is another crash that I found happens with this. When you go into your what do you call that side? When you go into, or when you use the mouse wheel and you scroll up too high, it crashes here. It goes into your task area. I don't know if that's the name you guys call it, but this area right here. And it just freezes up. Now, if I take my thumb off of this, even the phone will freeze. As you can see, boom, goes blank. It's just a bug from having to use, or from trying to use the underdeveloped Chromecast option built into the phone, the wireless PC. So there's a lot of bugs you need to get around if this is something you would want to try and use. Why you'd want to try to use it as it is, I don't know. But to each their own. No arguments from me. It is interesting, if nothing else, knowing that it is there, and if you could figure out a way to not get into these little hiccups, it's something that could be used. At least to do small tasks. If you just need a large screen and your TV's free, I wouldn't go and get all the display and all of that. So it's something that could definitely be used very sparingly. I don't know why anyone would want to use it more than such. There's a lot of bugs. There's a lot of things you have to work around to actually get any, good use out of this application as it is. Now, Samsung has DeX. I know that Oppo has their own version. I read that OnePlus also has their own version that works well. No, they actually went into this feature and they fleshed it out, and it's something that's very usable. Even the LG phones, they are no longer produced, but if you have an LG V60 and LG Wing, those phones had a very good wireless PC option. They also went into the developer option and fleshed it out. Is it as full featured as DeX? No. But does it work better than what we have here on the Duo? Yes. You can actually get into your apps, your app drawer. You can actually properly size the windows and have multiple things running at once. I did a video on that. I'll link it somewhere here if you have an interest in seeing how it worked on the LG. But with that said, I'm NG, the Neon X, and just messing around with my Surface Duo and some of the new features of Android 11. This is what I'm into.